Welcome guys. I just wrapped up the GR Experience Day with NASA, and man, what a blast. And I also do want to give a shout out to CamiSpeed. They are sponsor for this car, so huge shout out to CamiSpeed. You can head over there and use the code Fujibo to get a discount every time you check out on any of their parts through CamiSpeed. Shout out to Lost King Media, so you can check him out on Instagram. Gary, he helped me get video and photos for this event too, so make sure to check him out, and if you want to book any work with him, you can check out his stuff. It was really cool. So I first got into HPDE, back in 2021 with the Corolla hatchback, as you guys can see, and Mark Otto was actually my first instructor that I interacted with. So a couple years later, I asked to see if he was going to be, if I could have him as an instructor. So huge shout out to John and Josh for making that happen. So it was really cool to re-link up with Mr. Mark Otto himself. And then there's also, I got to get a ride along with in his new car. He had a Porsche, came in before, that was turbo, and now he has a C5 Z06 Corvette, and that thing is a monster. But anyway, so talking about the GR experience, so I mean, big shout out to Toyota for offering something like this for us, especially for us as car enthusiasts. I mean, this Gazoo Racing GR brand is really, it really brings together enthusiasts, and it's just really cool to meet other GR owners, whether it's the Corolla, the Supra, the 86. So really awesome, great meeting the people that I did meet there. I forgot the names already, but I believe April, Tim, Mark, Andrew, James. I mean, it was really awesome meeting everyone and just learning about the car, how they got into it, the plans with the car, and so it was really, really awesome to meet those people. So the car, let's talk about this. So this is my first rear-wheel drive sports car, and on top of that, this is the automatic version. I don't know how much people actually track the automatics, but a lot of people are using the manuals, of course, because that's what it's, that's what the enthusiasts are going for. But I'm still a car enthusiast as well, but I like the fact that with an automatic, I don't have to worry about misshifting. Just keep the oil and just go. And both hands stay on the wheel, and I don't have to worry about that. But anyways, that's all preference. But the real thing is, like, how did this car do? Is it fun? And of course it's fun, but that's all subjective, I guess. Everyone likes different things. If a manual's fun to you, not automatic, then that obviously you're going to choose that, and that's fine. So, but I was the only automatic there. Everyone else had manuals, 86s, and the Corolla's only come in manual. But yeah, this car did great. So I did get it dyno. I had it run on a dyno recently at Andrew Tech. And it was putting down about 203 wheel horsepower on a dyno jet. So they were all pretty consistent. I'll put up the sheet here so you can see, but it was 199, 201, 203, with the 3 runs pretty consistent. So huge thanks to Mason and Dan and Riyadh there, that they always hook it up. So it was nice to see them and see what it didn't blow up. So I feel like I'm jinxing myself. And so I do want to talk about the car's mods. As far as power goes, the only thing I have is like the Borla catback exhaust, but other than that, engine, transmission, any of the other stuff is gonna stay the same stock. I'm not touching anything until the warranty's up, and I'm just gonna drive it and enjoy it. The car just the car is just so fun, and the whole goal of this build is really, I wanted to see how much I can get out of a street setup. So this is like, so we'll go over the setup as far as the car goes. So I am on Continental DWS 06 Plus tires. They are all season tires. I am running the Hawk HPS 5.0 brake pads with the factory rotors. As far as like suspension, I am on Raceland coilovers, and they've been holding up great. I've had them on for about 7,000 miles from the first gen. and they're actually been handling and holding up really well. The ride is not as bad as people would think. I've had friends that drive this that run like Fortunatos, and when they drove mine, they're like, these ride just the same, or if not, you know, they couldn't tell the difference. So it's enough for me for daily driving, and I can't complain. And it's only dropped about 0.75 inches all around, so it's about a tight 2-finger gap all around. And then as far as performance on suspension, I do have the white line front strut brace, and then the white line rear sway bar, and that is set on the middle setting. There's like 3 mounting points, and I have it set on the middle mounting point. Then I have the Perrin master brake cylinder, thanks to Cami Speed on that, to help with the braking. And then I have .4 fluid ATE 200, and it's just really cool too. The cool thing about this car is like it's made the way they engineer it so that you can work on the car yourself. So like you get your hands on, you learn it, you do things on your own. So like this is the first car I actually did a full brake flush and a brake bleed, and you know, it was nice to be able to see that and actually do it. It's just really, it's satisfying. And then obviously oil changes are awesome on these things. They're super easy. But other than that, performance wise, that's it. Yeah, stock, and then the engine's pretty much stock, but I'm only sticking with suspension and cosmetic stuff. So I mean, this is pretty much how it's going to look. I mean, obviously I would like to get the gritty Voltex wing side mount. That thing is so nice, but $3,000, maybe in another lifetime. As far as getting prepared for the track day, the stuff that I did, definitely bled the brakes, because I already did the flush back in March, so I just wanted to do a basic bleeding just to make sure there were no air in the lines. So I did the brake bleeding process. In addition, I did swap out the pads to the 5.0 from Hawk, which is like a street pad. So I wanted something that had good cold bite, you know, just initially for daily driving, but then basically test the limits of how it did at the track. So I did the pads, still factory rotors, embedded those in, topped out the coolant. Then after that, I kind of have I make a checklist for when I get prepared for like a HPDE day. So I use like the app on the iPhone. It's like just a checklist, and they just go through everything. So it's like 20 to 25 things depending on what you do. But I remove my subwoofer that's in the trunk. I take that out, remove all the any extra carpet. So basically, you just want to take what you just need and just in case. So basically, you know, stuff is like I got my camera equipment that I just need, and then I have, you know, just beverages and food for the day, and then basic tool set, torque wrench, air pressure gauge, tire inflator, and that's what I bring personally. So and a folding chair so you can chill out. As far as track insurance, I do go with Locked-in Infinity. I've used them before, so you're looking at around $250 to $300 depending on what deductible you select and the value of your car. So I go through Locked-in for insurance. Yeah, so now talking about the event. So I will go ahead and show you just kind of the video of getting started. All right, so it is 5 in the morning. About to go grab some breakfast with Byung, and this is Evo here. But yeah, let's get out and get some breakfast and then head over to Summit. Just left Sheets. Now I am headed to Summit. So I should get there by about 6:30 or 6:25, that's what it's saying. But yeah, got a good night rest. Shout out to Byung, and we tested the car last night. He took it for a little drive, make sure everything's good to go. So yeah, so can't wait, get to the track and see what's pop-a-lop-a-loppin'.
Wow. That's all I have to say. Wow. Feels like I'm in a roller coaster.
Except, yeah, it's just one of the things you just can't.
Like I'm so used to seeing vets go for straights and like just straight power. So like seeing like being in the vet that like could handle so well is insane.
Like the braking and I mean when he brakes. He brakes.
It brakes. Like we went like down all the way there to like we hit like 140, 130.
Oh,
I just immediately brake for that first turn.
Yeah. That's
Wallwood brakes?
Yep.
Bruh.
Yep. That's a.
I see what you mean about the whole G-force stuff.
Yeah, it's not like your simulator at all.
It's
everything else is probably the same. It probably looks the same, right?
Yeah.
But the G-force in your butt really tells the tale.
What if you don't have one?
Huh?
Like me, it's
If
a
you're
wall.
assless?
Yeah,
Yeah.
assless.
I guess that's better than being listless, but.
For sure.
Hi, my name is Mark Otto. I'm a driving instructor with the National Auto Sports Association. This is my car. It's a 2002 Chevy Corvette Z06. And part of what we do here at NASA is we take beginners and moderately informed folks out on the track, and we teach them to drive even faster. This track is one of my favorites. It's Summit Point Raceway, and we come out here on a regular basis several times a year to give instruction to students and teach people how to run on the track safely at speed. About my car, I started about 17 years ago doing this. I started out with a 1994 Mustang GT and enjoyed that, but it was a little underpowered. My next car was a silver Porsche Cayman S. About 8 years ago, we put a turbocharger kit on it for a little more oomph, and that car lasted me until last year. And then I broke down and I bought my Z06 here. The Z06 that you see in front of you is powered by a stock 5.7 liter V8 engine. It's got a T56 Tremec transmission, and we've gone to a little softer tire here. These are Toyo R888Rs. It's a 200 durometer tire. We retrofitted some Wildwood brakes on it for a little more stopping power, and we installed a coilover conversion kit to stiffen up the suspension and the ride on the car. It performs pretty well. I haven't actually timed it around the track, but it gets out of its own way. So we're having a good time out here, and we've got some great new drivers that are joining us with these Toyota GR86s. They're fantastic cars. They're quick, nimble, and have fantastic characteristics on the track. And you can see they come in a wide variety of colors. They're beautiful things, and they've got a lot going for them. So, yeah. Bo and I are old friends. We've been doing this out here for a couple of years, and he was one of my students, one of my instructors.
I was teaching you Whoopie.
Yeah, no, he's one of my students, and he did very well with his previous car. He had a Corolla that he was out here, hatchback, and just tearing the place up. And faster and faster we went, and then a little while ago, he replaced his car with a GR86, and I've got my Corvette now, and so it's a little different at the track. The weight distribution on the cars is a little different. Bo is still very quick in his 86. He knocked the rust off quite quickly today, and very shortly here we're going to be ending the season. This is sort of the season closer here. And we'll pick it back up in April of next year. Hopefully Bo can come out and join us again and have a fun time. NASA, the National Auto Sports Association, is a national organization, and we're divided up into regions. Here we're in the Mid-Atlantic region. A lot of our time is spent at Lime Rock, Summit Point, Virginia International Raceway, and a couple of other tracks. We have joint events with the Great Lakes region in Pittsburgh, and you can always go to a different region and have an event too. I love going up to Watkins Glen, which is a great track, up north in the Finger Lakes region of New York. I'm hoping Bo will join me on a couple of trips this coming year. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Just for the road trip,
Yeah. If you've never been to Watkins Glen, you need to get up there.
Yeah.
It is a legendary track. It was built back in the late 50s, early 60s. They've held Grand Prix there and so forth. I think that would be a lot of fun. And almost all the turns at that track are on camber. So you get the additional benefit of pushing the suspension into the track, and you can carry some crazy speeds through some of the turns there. So, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for the opportunity and the interview, and hope you have a great time editing the video down, man. It was great running with you today. A deer came bounding out of the woods and went right in front of the red E30.
Yeah, right.
And I thought he was going to hit him, but he missed him. And the deer cleared the track, and we went through unscathed. But it scared the hell out of me because I wasn't expecting it.
I was like, yeah, this is the safest place to run your car.
Yeah.
And deer. Whoa. Well, it was good.
Nowhere.
He really did. Did not expect that at all. And they've done a good job of putting more barriers around the track to avoid that very problem. And yet it seems like some of these deer can clear that barrier and still get into the track.
You're welcome.
Ski!
Needs to be
That's
taller.
probably a noise it made when it got over.
I don't know, man. It's probably crapping itself.
Yeah.
The E36 owner has good reaction time there.
They got on the brakes and they missed
really
them.
close.
I don't know how close that was, but it looked pretty damn
It
close.
was really close.
Holy.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's something you'll remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It is very dark. The time is 5:20 p.m. and just wrapped up. And whoa, what a crazy day! Great day. Went pretty smooth. Instructor was great. It was nice catching up with Mark Otto. You know, my instructor from the first time. So huge shout out to John for making it happen, and Hoyt for just running a great tight ship. And honestly, it just makes you appreciate the car and also yourself as a driver. And it's just awesome meeting the GR family. So many people, man. It's awesome, making great memories. And yeah, so wow, great day. Headed home. Tomorrow I'm actually headed to Andrew Tech. I'm gonna have this car just run some base dyno numbers, see what it's putting down, and after that, just taking it easy from there. But great experience, and I definitely shout out to Toyota for offering this to us. And man, this car did great. So I have no complaints, and your car's a trophy, as Mr. Hoyt would say. So keep that in mind, and that's what kind of keeps me in my place. So hopefully that helps in passing that along. Well, anyways, hope you guys are doing well. See you on the next video. Peace.
On the next lap.
Man, dude, what? That was absolutely insane.
That was badass, dude.
You're badass.
That was cool though.
Oh my god. Nap time. Oh my gosh. I run it down to the wire. I was like, man, should I put like, you know, a couple gallons real quick before I go? I was like, nah, we're good. We got plenty.
I get 30 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
Except at the track you get 10.
That, yeah,
exactly.
Let me look at that. Oh, I said I had 14 miles remaining, but I don't trust that. 14 regular miles.
Half of that, probably.
Yeah.
So that would have been like 3 laps.
Yeah, yeah. Oopsie.
You would have been right at the hairy edge.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
That was hot. That was really hot.
Thanks, sir. Hey, coming from the auto.
No, man, you were on it. It was great.
You know what the funny part is? I think my wallet's not with me.
So, oh, is that right? Well, I can cover it.
I just gotta walk over there. No, it's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah. If you want to check out the full sessions, they'll be up here. I just like to document stuff for myself personally and then share it with you guys. If you guys enjoy it, awesome. If you don't, you can just skip it or, you know, move on. But anyways, I hope, you know, if you have a GR vehicle, definitely you have to do the track day. You do the free track day because you really get to appreciate what Toyota, you know, does with their cars and the brand. You know, why they do this is because they are car enthusiasts as well. Like, they love cars just as much as we do, and to offer something at this price point for us to enjoy and appreciate is like, you couldn't ask for anything. You can't ask for more than that as a car enthusiast. And you know, the benefit of NASA is, like, I mean, you actually learn something out of the day. Like, you become a better driver when you go out into the real world. You know, practicing looking ahead and being aware, and it just sounds like common sense, but it's stuff that sticks with you. Especially when you get your both hands on a wheel and you're taking a merge, you like get flashbacks, at least I do, and you're just like, ooh, you know, I know what this car can do now, and it's just really cool. And you know, just huge thanks to you know, Toyota for giving us something like that and making such a cool car with the Subaru, and there are other cool cars, obviously the Supra and BMW, and then you got the Corolla. But it's just, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that. I had a blast, and if you haven't done it, you have to do it. And I know people, for this specific car, people worry about the RTV and oil starvation. And look, at the end of the day, man, we're not engineers. All we can do is check the oil, and if you have a manual, don't money shift. That's the only things that we can do. Other than that, drive the car, left, right, up, down, drive, it's the way it's supposed to be driven. And as long as you don't touch the ECU, don't touch anything, if something happens, that's on, you know, it's not your fault. So, and it should be covered. So that's my mentality, and this car is amazing, and I love it, and I hope to keep it forever. And if something happens, it's out of my control, then it's out of my control. I'm not gonna worry about it. As far as how the car did performance-wise, it did great. It was so fun to just test the limits of the car and myself, and you know, learning how to really just brake only when you need it, but when you do, it's like hard when you need it. So that's one thing I worked on with Mark, and tightening the apexes, and like I said, there's so much going on at once. It can be overwhelming, but it's, as you complete each thing, there's always something else to learn, which is what I love about this hobby. What I don't love, obviously, is the cost. I did sign up for a track cross event in January, so I'm looking forward to see what that's all about. It's like autocross, but on a track. So I'm gonna see what that's like and document that too. But other than that, the car performed very well, very predictable. I left everything on and just used the paddle shifters, and man, what a freaking blast. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and make sure you all are safe, and see you on the next video.